Imagine this. You wake up in the middle of the night, again. You shuffle to the bathroom, convince yourself you'll go back to sleep, but the moment you lie down, your bladder pings, you're up again. Sound familiar? What if I told you that this isn't just part of getting older? It could be your body's early red flag saying, hey, the prostate is silently growing. And here's the kicker. You don't have to just accept it. Because today, you're going to discover lifestyle changes that really make a difference in preventing prostate enlargement. Changes doctors and health experts wish more men knew. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to protect your prostate, your nights, and your quality of life. Stay right here. If you're new, we're all about practical, research-based health insights you can use today. Today's topic, preventing prostate enlargement, technically called Benign Prostatic Hyperplasia, BPH, through lifestyle changes that many men overlook. We'll walk through what prostate enlargement is and why it matters, the key lifestyle levers you can control and how to make them work, hidden assumptions and biases in common advice, a clear action plan you can start this week, and why the small things really add up. By the end, you'll feel empowered, not just reactive, to protect your prostate health. So let's dive in. First, let's understand what prostate is. The prostate is a walnut-sized gland just below the bladder, wrapped around the urethra. As men age, the prostate often begins to enlarge, which can result in lower urinary tract symptoms, weak stream, urgency, nighttime bathroom visits, incomplete emptying. Here's the fact. By age 50, about half of men show symptoms of prostate enlargement or BPH. And by age 70, the prevalence climbs even higher. That means this is not a remote problem. It's potentially your problem. But here's where the narrative often fails. People assume it's just aging, nothing I can do. That's a hidden assumption we'll challenge. The research says, yes, age is a strong risk factor, but your lifestyle also matters big time. For example, a study found that longer daily sedentary time, sitting more than 7 hours, was significantly associated with higher risk of BPH. Another found that sleep duration has a causal inverse relationship with prostate enlargement, meaning men who sleep enough had lower risk. So it's not just fate. Good news, you can shift the direction of your health. Here are the top lifestyle levers that make a difference. Number 1 is diet and nutrition. Many men overconsume saturated fats, red meat, animal products, and low vegetables, patterns linked to prostate issues. For instance, higher animal protein and meat intake has been associated with higher risk of BPH. The Mayo Clinic states that healthy habits, exercise, vegetables, fruits, limiting saturated fats, may ease symptoms or risk of enlarged prostate. The Physicians' Committee on Nutrition notes that limiting meat and including soy plant foods was associated with lower BPH risk. Eat lots of colorful vegetables and fruits. Think carrots, tomatoes, leafy greens. Switch some protein from red meat to plant sources, beans, lentils, or fish high in omega-3s. Reduce saturated fats and processed meats. Optionally, include soy foods, tofu, soy milk, which have isoflavones. Some data suggest they may inhibit prostate growth pathways. Hidden assumption. Many people say, just eat more veggies. But they often omit reduce the meat animal product or how much is meaningful. Also, skewing to plant-based isn't just for cancer prevention, it matters for prostate enlargement too. Number 2 is physical activity and sedentary behavior. Modern life often means sitting many hours, minimal movement. Sitting for long periods correlates with increased prostate risk. A Korean study found sedentary time, and not 7 hours a day, significantly increased BPH risk, OR 1.72, compared to lower sitting time. But interestingly, a Mendelian randomization analysis, which controls for some causality bias, found that while sleep duration had a causal protective effect, the evidence for exercise levels and sedentary time causal effect on BPH was less clear. Aim for at least 150 minutes a week of moderate activity, brisk walk, cycling. This is a general health baseline and likely helpful. Interrupt long sitting spells. Stand up, move every 30-60 minutes. Because the causal link between how much exercise and BPH is not perfectly clear, per the Mendelian study, it's not enough to just hit the gym once in a while and resume long sitting. The pattern of low sedentary time plus consistent movement may be more meaningful than just exercise in isolation. Number 3 is body weight, waistline and metabolic health. Obesity, increased waist circumference, and metabolic syndrome show up in many studies on prostate problems. The Functional Medicine Review notes that controlling cholesterol, glucose, and weight is part of prostate health optimization. And the Portsmouth Hospital blog remarks that being overweight may play a role in BPH. Monitor waistline. Men's waist ideally and LT. 102 zu centimeters 40 inches, though lower is better. Focus on lifestyle changes that improve insulin sensitivity, diet, movement, good sleep. Many treat prostate enlargement as isolated, but the reality is it often correlates with systemic metabolic health. So tackling weight and metabolic markers helps both prostate and overall health. Number 4 is sleep and stress. Poor sleep, irregular schedules, chronic stress all affect hormone balance and may impact prostate health. A recent Mendelian randomization study found adequate sleep duration had a strong protective causal effect against BPH. And the Functional Medicine Review lists stress, cortisol, and sleep as emergent factors in prostate health. Aim for 7-8 hours of quality sleep per night. Keep a regular sleep schedule. Limit late nights. Reduce blue light exposure. Use relaxation techniques, meditation, deep breathing to reduce stress. Most people skip sleep as a prostate health lever, but the research shows it may be among the strongest modifiable factors. Ignoring sleep is ignoring a pivotal part of a healthy lifestyle. Number 5 is fluid, caffeine, alcohol, and urination habits. Even if the prostate is enlarging slowly, habitual triggers, caffeine, alcohol, late evening fluids, exacerbate symptoms and may fuel the progression. The Mayo Clinic advises limiting caffeine and alcohol, avoiding fluids before bed, and staying at healthy weight. The Harvard article suggests avoiding fluids in the evening, especially caffeinated alcoholic beverages. Cut back on caffeine and alcohol, especially in the late afternoon evening. Avoid large fluid intake 2 to 3 hours before bed. Schedule bathroom visits. Ensure you fully empty the bladder, sit, relax, wait, so residual urine doesn't trigger more frequent trips. Harvard Health. The assumption often is, if you just fix your prostate, you're good. But urinary habits, bladder behavior, and fluid timing interact with prostate size. You must address these behaviors to give the prostate the best chance. Now let's step back and look at the meta level. What many people miss when they talk about prostate health, and what you as a critical viewer, and myself as your guide, must keep in mind. Assumption: age is inevitable. Many people say, it's just getting older, nothing to do. But we saw research showing modifiable factors: sleep, diet, waistline, shift risk. The bias is fatalism. Don't accept it. Another assumption: one lever solves it. Many people say, just take this supplement or just do this exercise. But the truth, prostate health is multifactorial. The Mendelian study reminds us that exercise alone didn't show clear causal effect when disentangled. Sleep showed stronger effect. So if you focus only on exercise and ignore sleep, diet, waistline, you're missing important pieces. Assumption 3. Supplements beat lifestyle. Supplements sell well, but the research for BPH prevention emphasizes whole food lifestyle patterns. For example, soy foods, plant-based diet, healthy weight. The bias is commercial. Ask, am I changing habits or hoping for a pill? Assumption 4. Symptoms will tell me when I'm in trouble. Many expect I'll know when it's bad. But BPH often advances silently before major symptoms. The earlier you shift drift to problem, the better. This is especially relevant if you're asymptomatic but at risk, e.g. overweight, sedentary, poor sleep. Starting early gives you advantage. Assumption 5. Generic advice covers all men equally. Research notes racial ethnic disparities, e.g., black men higher risk, and metabolic health differences. So advice must be personalized, and screening or risk discussion needs nuance. Don't ignore your individual context. If you improve diet and sleep and movement and fluid habits, the combined effect is bigger than sum of parts. Yet many videos treat each separately, not emphasizing synergy. You need an integrated approach. By acknowledging these biases and unspoken factors, you sharpen your awareness and take a more empowered stance. You're not passively waiting, you're proactively shaping your prostate health. Okay, so you're ready to act. Here's a realistic 4-week kickstart plan to embed the key habits we've discussed. The goal? Build momentum, then maintain for the long haul. Week 1. Baseline and small wins, measure your waistline. Get baseline, weight, waist, how many times you go to bathroom at night. Adjust diet. Add 1 extra serving of vegetables a day and replace 1 red meat meal with plant protein or fish. Improve fluid urination habit. Avoid caffeine alcohol from late. Afternoon onward. Don't drink large volume close to bedtime. Sleep. Set consistent bedtime. Aim for same time each night. Wind down 30 minutes before bed, no screen. Week 2. Build movement and amp. Reduce sedentary time. Add 30-minute brisk walking 5 days this week. Every hour you're sitting, 45 minutes, stand up and walk for 2-3 minutes. Continue diet and fluid habits from week 1. Sleep. Track how many hours you actually sleep. Aim for 7+ hours. Week 3. Intensify and integrate. Elevate diet. Add at least 2 meals rich in vegetables, legumes, and fish. Limit red processed meat to 1 to 2 meals only. Movement. Consider 1 session of more intense activity, e.g. jogging, cycling, or a strength exercise circuit. Stress and sleep. Add 5 to 10 minutes of meditation or deep breathing before bed. Urination habit. Practice complete bladder emptying. Sit calmly, allow time, don't rush. Week 4. Review, adjust, and lock in. Review progress. Waistline, nights out of bed, diet adherence, sleep hours. Fine-tune. If still waking up at night, check fluid intake timing, caffeine. If waistline hasn't moved, examine diet portion size. Commit. Choose 3 key habits you'll maintain long-term, e.g. veggie-rich diet, 30-minute movement daily, consistent bedtime. Set future checkpoint. After 3 months, reassess symptoms and talk to your healthcare provider about screening. All right, the aim is not just 4 weeks, it's lifestyle. Integrate social support. Share habit changes with a partner/friend. Periodically review your prostate health metrics, PSA levels if indicated, urinary symptoms. Focus on overall health. Because as we saw, what's good for the heart, metabolism, inflammation is also good for the prostate. Let's quickly clear up some common misconceptions you might still have. If I have a big prostate family history, can lifestyle still help? Yes. While genetics and age are non-modifiable, lifestyle is modifiable. The research shows lifestyle factors shift risk even in higher risk groups. Acting early gives you the best leverage. What about supplements like saw palmetto, lycopene? There is some evidence, but it's mixed. For example, the Mayo Clinic says supplements and herbal therapies have had mixed results. Supplements may be adjuncts, but they don't replace the lifestyle foundation. Am I too old to start making changes? Absolutely not. Even men in their 60s or 70s can benefit. The earlier, the better, but it's never too late to improve your habits, your metabolism, your nights, and your quality of life. If I'm symptom-free, do I still need to worry? Yes, proactively. The absence of symptoms doesn't equal absence of enlargement or risk. Making lifestyle changes now may prevent or delay future issues. So to wrap up, prostate enlargement, BPH, is common and increasing with age, but not inevitable in the sense of nothing you can do. Key lifestyle levers matter: diet, movement plus reducing sitting, Waistline, metabolic health, quality sleep plus stress reduction, fluid urination habits. Hidden in plain sight, sleep and metabolic health are stronger than typically emphasized. You've got a 4-week plan to begin and set the foundation for long-term prostate health. Your prostate is part of your whole body health story. What benefits your heart, your metabolism, your inflammation levels also benefits your prostate. Here's what I want you to do today. Pick one habit from the list. For example, no caffeine after 3 p.m. or 30-minute walk daily, and commit to it for the next 7 days. In the comments below, tell me which one you'll start with. I'll check in and we'll build this together. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit the bell, so you don't miss the next video where I'll dive into prostate enlargement and the role of micronutrients, what you need to know. Share this with any man in your life who might need it. Husbands, fathers, brothers, so we all win on this. Thank you for watching. Take care of your health, take care of your nights, and I'll see you in the next video. The algorithms thinks you might like this suggested video up here.